Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Steelers, and it's all up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans, taken from about the 12.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 22. First and 10, here's Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Johnson goes in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Pickett. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Back to throw here. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Leads to second and goal. On the Seahawks 6-yard line.
Pickett again. This time he looks to throw it. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The slot man in motion right. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. On 3rd and 2, McIntyre. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Taken from about the 12. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Pickett's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. The tight end in motion right. In motion comes the tight end left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. On 2nd and 9, Pickett complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. The center receiver in motion to the right. And he gets it down to the 32. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Seahawks.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Flush to his right. Pickett lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 52 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Looking to throw. McIntyre. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. McIntyre. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McIntyre going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you, and that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On 3rd down, here's Walker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Myers' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Pickett to throw on first down. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. Complete to Washington. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Johnson goes in motion left. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chris Olave as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. McIntyre going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they trail here in this Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To the air on first down with Pickett. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Pickett now on first down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The man in motion left here, Johnson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15. A good head-down running on the return gets you about 15 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Stick it with Walker on 2nd down. 58 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. McIntyre. He's got his tight end fan. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Throwing on first down. McIntyre going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Johnson goes in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 47. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The man in motion left here, Johnson. From the 44, Pickett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Here's Walker to start the drive. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, McIntyre. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's got room. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, 39 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett, this complete to Lockett. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the fourth and final quarter of action. Pickett now from the gun here. Buying time to his left. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun, here's Pickett. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett under pressure. They got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He completes it to Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Second and 10. It's Pickett again.
Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the Super Bowl. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Olave holds it in.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that.
Pickett with a quick throw out wide.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that will cut this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Again, it's Walker.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Pickett.
He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Let's go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Pickett to throw.
It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Now Pickett.
That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by...